Unlike other sports activities widely practiced abroad and later on landed in Italy, self-sailing for blind people was born in Italy, on the Lake of Garda, in 1997, thanks to a brilliant idea of Alessandro Gaoso. The results and enthusiasm have been so great that the first championship was celebrated the following year. In September 1997, with the help of the Circolo Vela of Gargnano, 16 blind athletes divided into 8 crews challenged for 3 days on 2 boats. The skippers came from different parts of Italy, and the formula used was identical to that of the prestigious America's Cup, that is, a match race, one boat against the other. On each boat, there were 2 blind people and an umpire. The Italian champions of blind sailors were Federica Zonca from Bergamo with her bowman Gigliola Corradi from Verona. Homerus National Championship is itinerant because its aim is to bring this astonishing novelty everywhere. In September 1998, we were at the Caldonazzo Nautical Club with 20 athletes. 10 crews raced for 4 days, and the result of the 48 match races was the following: Luigi Bertanza and Roberto Buccini. In 1999, the activities of Homerus were entrusted to ANS in Sulzano d'Iseo with the support of Cantine Valtenesi, Fonte Tadina and Camozzi of Brescia. From the 23rd to the 26th of September, another 20 athletes ran 50 match races with the following results: Chiara Vallini and Marco Zingarelli. The athletes of Homerus have always proved to be extremely competitive, and wherever they go, they are most welcome and give joy to everyone who stays in their company. Following their meeting with the Pope, their courage and determination increased even more. Mass media widely spoke about them and broadcast interesting programs both on the main national and international televisions. Their future program became even more ambitious to the extent that they thought of sailing across the Pillars of Hercules, proving also to the most skeptical ones that blind people could sail autonomously. In order to organize the Spanish event, Alessandro Gaoso asked for the help of the Italian Prime Minister, Massimo D'Alema, who is also very fond of sailing, and in turn, he requested the military advisor of Foreign Affairs to assure the full support of the General Staff of the Italian Navy. The beautiful school boat of the Italian Navy, Amerigo Vespucci, served as external mothership to the sailing boats of Homerus. This expedition was supported by the Spanish military navy and by the Italian embassy in Spain. The Italian and Spanish newspapers gave great emphasis to the protagonists of this adventure. The crew that performed this historical enterprise was formed by Luigi Bertanza, Giovanni Salvador, Gigliola Corradi and Raul Pietro Bon. From the 2nd to the 6th of September, Princess Cristina of Borbone, the Infanta of Spain, invited them to go back to Spain to offer a further demonstration of ability and techniques and show what blind people could do on a sailing boat. What better opportunity than a World Championship for Disabled, valid for the Paralympic selection too? Homerus thus entered the context of the World Championship for Disabled to make the world aware of the opportunities offered to blind people. In Cadice, our athletes were given 2 boats, one for the male crew and one for the female crew. After the performance, a great interest arose around them. The president of the International Blind Sail Committee suggested to promote, on alternate years, match races in England and in Italy in order to stimulate the participation of every nation. Homerus, however, was even more ambitious, and from the 15th to the 22nd of October, 2 crews flew to Miami to take part to the World Championship. 2 blind people, together with 2 sighted ones, sailed on 7 meters sonar-type cruising keelboats. Leonardo Zanardi and Anna Gamba took part to this championship with Giulio Comboni and Marco Schirato, but also a second crew took part to the competition, Elisabetta Berdella and Alessandro Malpiero, with Alessandra Gaoso and Sergio Minoni. This crew won 3rd place in the competition, and the event turned out to be a very successful one. When the countdown started and the boats lined up and began to sail with unexpected skill, everybody became dumb. Skepticism turned into wonder. Then it aroused a wave of enthusiasm, and finally people burst into loud cheers. Shake a Leg, the disabled sailing club hosting the championship, immediately confirmed his intention to found an Homerus school. Thanks to this event, Italy has obtained from the Blind Sailor International the chairmanship of the Technical Commission entrusted to study the novelties and make the choices for the next 4 years.
With more than 50 years' experience serving South Florida, this is WTVJ NBC6 News.
Not too far away from the Miami Circle, over on Biscayne Bay, there's a world competition that's going on, the first time that it's been held right here in the United States, and it is a very tough test of skill and also courage. Sailors from 14 countries competing for the top honor, and it's a lot tougher than you might think.
Blind and severely visually impaired competitive sailors are battling for the title of the world's best. By using acoustical sounds and an ultrasonic system to guide them, they prove they can be as free as the wind. Jill Beach, NBC6.
Blind people can sail. Blind people can sail autonomously. This project was studied in 1995 by Alessandro Gaoso, who has succeeded in teaching blind people to sail autonomously, allowing them for the very first time in history to drive a means of transport. At the beginning, it had been considered as a foolish project, a mere utopia, something absolutely impossible to achieve. Yet, since 1996, it is a reality, and many young people have already been enthusiastically involved. It's no doubt a wonderful experience which is worth pursuing and expanding to involve all the blinds in the world.
Grazie.